What up, y'all? I've been officially golfing now for 1 year. That's 52 weeks. So I'm going to give you the 52 lessons I've learned my first year in golf. Lesson number 1, grip matters. How you hold your club depends on the direction that the ball goes. Hold it too weak, you're pulling it. Hold it too strong, you're pushing it. Most people suffer with grip when they first get started. I suggest you get a grip trainer. Those things really help. Lesson number 2, keep your head still. Moving your head too much is making you miss the ball. When I first started, I wanted to crush the ball, and what that led to, keep my face open, slice the ball. Keep your head still, look at the ball, take it back, take it forward. That leads me to tip number 3, slow down your swing. Swinging harder doesn't mean you're hitting it farther. Like I said, I definitely struggled with this. I played baseball, so I wanted to just crush the ball. I wanted to swing as hard as I could, and what I was doing is something called leaking my energy. So I was either casting, pushing it out that way, or I was scooping and lifting it up. When you do that, you have issues with your wedges, and you also have issues with your long irons. You tend to hit everything from like 6 up the same distance, sometimes even 7, because you're scooping. Slow down your swing. Lesson number 4 is a little different. It's not all about power. Distance comes from technique. It's sequencing. Take it back, weight's here, shift your weight, open your hips. The club is gonna drop and you bring it through from the inside. That's how you get the ball to go farther, not from pressuring, pulling, cranking, twisting. I know I'm telling you guys this. I'm also still working on this. I'm currently around a 16 handicap. The lowest I got down to this year was about a 12.8. So basically a 13 handicap was the lowest I got down to. But from never playing golf to a 13 handicap in my first year, I think is impressive. Lesson number 5, which is counterintuitive, is hit down on the ball. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense because of the shape of the clubs, but the reason they're shaped like that is so that they can do the work. Instead of you having to dig and lift up and lose momentum, you hit down and it does something called compress the ball. You de-loft the club, squish the ball into the ground, and it's gonna fly. Trust me. The next tip is bend your hips. Fix your posture. Bend your hips, not your back. Bend your hips, not your back. You bend here, you get a nice athletic position, let your arms hang, and do what you gotta do with your swing. Trust me, bend at the hips. Lesson number 7 is alignment is key. I still struggle with this because sometimes I have my feet open, right? My current issue is that when I stand over the ball, I tend to be pigeon toe, or like pizza if you're skiing. I have my feet in, and it keeps my hips from really rotating. I don't have the young hips like I used to, so it keeps my hips from rotating. So I tend to have my stance closed off and my shoulders aimed left. So currently I'm having an issue with hooking the ball. Alignment is key. What helps is an alignment stick. Let me show you what that is. This guy right here, got it from Home Depot for like $3 each of these, or 10 bucks in total, I think, was the after tax. But lay this one down at the ground, point it where you want the ball to be hit, line up your feet, line up your shoulders. Alignment is key. Next tip, keep your back foot down. I had this issue because I'm an ex-baseball player. I was lunging up at the ball. I know we see Scotty Scheffler do it. But he is a pro who has been doing that and has trained that since he was a kid. You're just starting. If you want to spend the next 20 years doing that, good luck. But for me, I trained myself to keep that back foot down. I also need to train myself to keep my front foot down, because currently I lift it and I push it and I'm dancing out here. I'm learning how to position my feet where they need to be so that when I take it back and I take it forward, it's a lot less movement, a lot less guessing. I don't have to try to sequence and time everything up. I'm going easy, flow through my swing. Next tip is trust the clubs. You spend all this money on these clubs. There are companies spending millions and millions and millions on this technology. Trust the club. These things were designed to do their jobs. Each of the lofts are designed, each of the blades are designed, each of the grooves are designed, the face is designed, the edges are designed, the shafts are designed, the hosels are designed a certain way. Trust the club. Let the club do the work. Focus on technique, take it back, smooth, forward. The club's gonna do all the work. Stop trying to force it, stop trying to pull, stop trying to push. Honestly, that stuff messes you up. That hurts your back, it hurts your hips, it hurts your hands. That's how people get injured. Trust the club, let the club do the work. And last but not least, in this category, these are all the swing tips. The swinging technique is tempo. Trust the tempo. Essentially, all these things that I've been talking about has led to this one tip. Trust the tempo. Nelly, Corda, Coca, Cola. Coca, Cola, Coca, Cola. Tempo. Next, I want to talk about course rules and etiquette. Keep up the pace. Ready golf is good golf. We're not on tour. We're not on the PGA. Unless you're practicing for a tournament and you want to slow things down and you want to get your mind in the tournament space, because I've been playing golf like that recently. I've been playing golf really slow and really intentional, but I also have been keeping up the pace. I'm not standing over the ball, taking 15 practice swings. I'm not messing around and waiting to get to the ball. Ready golf. What that means is you hit the ball, you go to your ball, you stand over your ball. When it's your turn, you hit the ball. You already picked the club, you know the distances, you do all of that before it's your turn to hit the ball. That way, once it's your turn, you stand over the ball, you take your 1 or 2 practice swings if you need it, you get into it, next person up. Ready golf. Get in there, hit the ball, keep it moving. Next lesson, fix your divots. You hear this all the time because it's true. Fix your divots. Most of us, we play at municipal courses, meaning there's hundreds of people that play there a day. Think about it. There's 4 people every 5 minutes for 8 hours. It's a lot of people. Fix your divots. The courses are going to get tore up. The courses are going to get beat up. And it's your responsibility that if you hit a divot, you either get the patch of grass and put it back in, or you fill that divot with dirt or fertilizer, whatever is on your cart. Fix your divots. It's not cool to leave the divots. It's not cool to leave the holes, because the person behind you, they're going to hit their ball, and chances are their ball is going to fall into a divot. And it's annoying when you're trying to play and you're trying to shoot lower scores and you hit a good drive and your drive falls right into somebody's hole who did not fill their divot. Don't be that guy. It's not cool. Fix your divots. In that same vein, the next lesson is fix your ball marks. If you are good enough to shoot the ball and land it on the green, you leave a little ball mark, fix that ball mark. It's super easy. Most courses give out free ones. If you don't have one, go to Top Golf in the lakes or whatever Top Golf is close to you. They give out free divot repair tools, and it's super easy. It's a little prawn. You stick that prawn in the ground, and then you bring the dirt into the hole in the ground. You just push it into itself, stomp it, make it nice and flat. Your divot is fixed. Your ball mark is fixed. Don't be that guy. We've all done it. I go up to putt, and there's 100 ball marks in my path to the hole. Again, next lesson, rake the sand. If you're in the bunker, rake the sand. The next person behind you, if they hit into your foot marks or they hit into your pitch mark where you hit the ball out, that's not fair to them, because they have to play where it lies, and their shot is extra hard. They're already in the sand. It's hard to do in the first place, let alone doing it hitting out of your mark, bro. Come on, just fix the sand, rake the sand. It's super easy. Most of the bunkers, even the greenside bunkers or the bunkers that are in the fairway bunkers, they have a rake there. grab the rake. Once you hit the shot, take the rake, rake it to the edge, bam, while you walk out, leave the rake on the ground, onto the next hole. You just save some time, and you just save the person behind you headache. This rule lesson, I learn more when I'm playing with traditionalists, people who are lovers of the game, who respect the old style of the game. But this lesson is a lesson in etiquette. When someone is standing over the ball, when someone is making a putt, when someone is making a practice swing, when someone is going through their process, be quiet. Don't say anything. I know for me, for the longest, I used to be upset about that because we're playing on municipal courses. An ambulance just drove by. A cop car just drove by. A helicopter just drove over. There's a crackhead screaming over there. Like, bro, me talking during your backswing is not going to change the fact that you sliced it 40 yards into the trees. It's not going to. But when you go to play at country clubs and you go to play at fancier places, which I've had the opportunity to play, it's quiet. It's quiet. There's no noise. And you talking does make a difference in someone standing over their ball and hitting a good shot or hitting a bad shot. So just be quiet. There's plenty of time to talk. You can talk while you're in the cart. You can talk while you're walking up to your ball. You can talk after they hit the ball. Whatever that thought is, hold on to it. Once they finish swinging, they pick up the tee, then you can talk. Some people, they like to watch the ball. Picking up the tee is letting them know my shot is officially done. Great. This one is for the new golfers for sure. If you're playing with a group of other people who are new golfers, even if you're playing with people who are experienced golfers, watch other people's ball. When they go up to hit the ball, watch their shots. Because sometimes I'm in my zone, I'm in my process, and I'll hit the ball and I won't see it come off the club. And I'm looking up and a little bird will fly by, and then all of a sudden that distracts my eye. And if I'm not looking at my ball, I have no idea where it went. If you're watching it, you can tell me, yeah, it went to the right side. This one hooked a little bit left. You see those bunches of trees over there? Yeah, that brown spot right there, your ball landed just in that area. It's so helpful, not only for me, but for other people. If other people are playing, trust me, they're going to want to play with you. They're going to keep calling you back, and they're going to be like, yeah, this guy is legit because he's thinking of others. Etiquette is about thinking of the other person. That's really what it is, being considerate. Be that guy. Be the most considerate person in your group. Trust me. Okay, this one really depends, but in this sense, I consider myself somewhat of a traditionalist. Know the dress code. Know the dress code. Make sure you're wearing shirts with collars on it. Make sure you're wearing dress pants. Not dress pants, or like comfortable golf pants. Fabletics has really good pants called the Dawn pants. There are a couple other companies that have golf attire. Wear golf pants or golf shorts. Recently, I've just been wearing pants because I want to be more like tournament attire. Dress shirt, collar tucked in, nice belt, golf shoes, golf hat. When it's really sunny outside, I wear sleeves so I don't get burned. I also spray myself. That might be another lesson. You never know. But know the dress code for sure, 100%. Play the part. If you're going to go play baseball, you go and play baseball with the right equipment. You wear a glove, you wear cleats, you wear a helmet when you go to bat, you have a bat, you wear the stuff. Most people I know wear baseball attire. They have a baseball jersey, they have baseball pants. Some people wear sweatpants if you're playing like softball. But know your course and dress accordingly. If you're going to wear a t-shirt and a hoodie or a sweatshirt or sweatpants and you go into a muni, you're at a municipal course. It's all good. But if you go into a country club, make sure you dress the part. I promise you it's going to get you more opportunities to play more golf at better locations. Know the dress code. This one is it's 50-50 for me, but out of bounds means a drop and a stroke. It's a penalty. If you want to play the game and you want to get better, you got to play the game right. If you hit the ball out of bounds, I'm not saying if you hit the ball in the fairway and you lose it, right? There's such a thing called a courtesy drop or a gallery drop. that you agreed with your friends before. Now, if it's a gallery drop, you hit it in the fairway, you go up to the fairway, it's gone. Especially playing at municipal courses, some people steal your ball, some people just pick your ball up and just walk away, or you've seen it land and you get over there and it's completely gone. It might be in a gopher hole, or it might just be in some deep brush and you can't find it. A gallery drop is different. Hitting it out of bounds, hitting it in the water is a drop plus a stroke. Don't cheat yourself. The only person you're cheating is you. Get better, play by the rules. Lost ball rule is the next lesson I learned. Do not spend more than 3 minutes. You know what? More than 2 minutes looking for your ball. If you hit it and your group saw it and it's in that area, the ball is lost. Take a gallery. Keep it moving. I'm a big proponent of the gallery drop. I'm a huge proponent of the gallery drop. Especially when you're first getting started. I'm still in year 1. But I still believe people should take gallery drop. I play with people who are single-digit handicaps. And we're like, yo, just take a gallery. We saw the ball land. We saw it hit this area. We all came over. It's gone. Why would you get penalized for that happening? If you hit it out of bounds, yeah, that's something different. If we were playing on the PGA Tour and you hit a ball that was a stray and it went into the rough, there are literally hundreds of people standing there that are going to go like this. Yeah, the ball's right here. Come here. The ball's here. We don't have that option, so we give galleries. You might disagree. Comment below. Now, this next one might be counterintuitive to what I just said, but count every stroke. Count every stroke. I'm big on breakfast balls. I'm big on breakfast balls. Especially if it's an early tee time. Me, I like to play when there's still dew on the course. Like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. I like to get out there, play, come home, nap, then do the rest of my stuff for my day. When you go that early, it's rare that the driving range is open. So you don't get practice swings. You're not on the range, warming up. You can go and chip and putt, but it's going to be in the complete darkness. So it's a little bit different. You're stiff. You just woke up. You haven't really been awake for more than an hour. So I'm a big proponent on breakfast balls. Other than that, count every single stroke. Again, the only person you're cheating is you. Don't do that. Next, we're going to talk about gear and equipment. In the beginning, it is okay and it's recommended to buy cheap balls. Don't buy noodles. I will not buy noodles, but it's okay to buy cheap balls. Kirklands do just fine. I don't know if you can see them back there, but the balls that I have my first par with, my first birdie with, and me breaking 90 is back there. They're green, highlight green Kirkland balls. For the first 7 months, 8 months, I played with Kirkland almost exclusively. Why? Because you can buy so many for cheap. If I go to buy the current ball, I like Strixon. Shout out to Strixon. Hey, if you want to send me some balls, I would really appreciate it, Strixon. Please, I need them. I play the Z-Star Diamond. Please. Shout out to Ube for putting me on. That became my new favorite ball. Low spin, goes far with my driver. Really nice and soft around the greens. A lot of spin on the greens. Nice bite. I love those balls. Anyway, buy Kirkland in the beginning because you're not good enough. You don't know how to even hit the ball. So if you lose the ball, it's like $1 a ball or something like that. Maybe even cheaper because you can buy, 2 dozen for like 30, 40 bucks. Or you could buy a dozen for 60 bucks. Don't be that guy. Go to Kirkland. Swallow your pride. But just don't buy noodles, whatever you do. For the love of God, do not buy a noodle. All right. Next, get comfortable shoes. When I first started playing, I played in nothing but Jordans. Jordan 1s, lows. Jordan 1s, lows. They were comfortable. They were great. I loved using them because I drove the cart. The first time I walked on the course with the Jordan 1 lows, those are basketball shoes. Unless they have the spikes at the bottom, they were basketball shoes. And I was slipping around in the mud. On the tee box, I was slipping around. I had no grip in order to force my energy into the ball and through the ball. I was slipping, I was sliding. It was not a good look. Get comfortable shoes. Get golf shoes. Next, wear golf gloves. I have so many pair of gloves. I have colorful ones, Barnaby. Shout out to Barnaby. Well, I just dropped that one. Shout out to Barnaby. I also have this Korean brand. This is one of my favorite practice gloves. I have black gloves. I have white gloves. I have gloves for every outfit, but it's my glove, my size. Make sure you get the right size. Just because you want to be Big Dick McGee, don't think you need to get the extra large, double XL. Get the glove that fits your hand. My hand, I get a cadet large because it fits my hand. My fingers are a little weird. I like it to be nice and snug. Not too tight where my hand loses circulation, but it needs to fit like a glove. See how there's no like ridges or space in there? It's a glove. That's how it's supposed to fit. Get you a glove that fits you. Who cares what size it is? No one's looking. Get the right glove. When you first get started, the most important tool in your bag is gonna be your putter. If you're gonna spend money on anything, spend money on a putter. If you're just getting started and you don't know if this game is something that you're gonna wanna do for a long time, get a used putter. I had 2 used putters before I bought this new putter. I gave him a spider. But before that, I gained a mallet putter. I think it's called Alamar. I bought it on Second Use Sports or Second Chance Sports for like $50. And then I spent $100 to get a $70 putter and a $30 grip. It was a spider blade, and I played that for a couple months until I bought this club, this putter. You're gonna use, especially in the beginning, this is what you're gonna use the most, because you're gonna be 3-putting 18 holes. So 3 times 18 is more strokes than any other club in your bag. So think about it. Contrary to popular belief, driver is not the most important club in your bag. In the beginning, like me, you're gonna slice the shit out of your driver. You're gonna hit your driver all over the place. Most of the times, you're gonna top your driver. I still suck with my driver, and I've been playing literally every single day. I played 49 out of the 52 weeks, and the only reason I didn't play those 3 weeks is because I was in India. And I still suck with my driver. I hit it every week. It's not the most important. Your irons, your wedges, and your putters are gonna be a lot more important in the beginning of your game than your driver. Honestly, in the beginning, I suggest people, what I was doing is I was hitting my 3-wood over my driver. I would go and I would play the first 3 holes. If they needed to hit driver, I would hit driver. If my driver was way too right or way too left, I'll put it up in my bag and I'm hitting 3-wood and down. Nextly, this is something more when you actually play the game, you'll find out where you like it. Using the right tee height, right? If you're on a par 5 and you're gonna hit a driver, you don't wanna hit one of those little mini tees. That's like very low. You're gonna hit a stinger. You'll probably hit a little shin blaster. And then you also don't wanna tee it all the way up. For me, whenever I tee it too high, I literally just flop my driver. So you gotta find the right tee that works for you, and you gotta find the right height. For me, I literally put my pinky out and I put the ball into the ground. When my pinky hits the dirt, that's as high as I need it. And that usually works for me. Sometimes when I'm struggling, I even tee it a little bit lower. That it takes off some distance. It takes off a couple of yards, maybe like 20 to 50 yards. But if I'm hitting it 20 to 50 yards into the woods versus 20 to 50 yards shorter and in the fairway, I'll trade a 280 for a 230 or 250 in the middle of the fairway. I'm not Tiger Woods, bro. It's easier for me to hit my second shot off of the fairway than it is for me to hit it from behind the trees. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an easy trade-off. Next lesson that I learned is carry water and carry snacks. I learned this lesson because I tried to play rounds fasted. Like I said, I like to play early in the morning, and I try to play these rounds fasted where I'm not eating anything. I'm just out there, I'm playing, whatever. After 9, I'm so hungry. I'll get a breakfast burrito, hungry and thirsty. I get a breakfast burrito, a red Gatorade, a water, a Snickers bar, a Red Bull, and I'm just loading up on snacks and cookies and all this stuff, and I end up spending more money than I would if I came to the course with my own water and my own snacks. Pack snacks, pack water. Trust me. It's 4 hours. You're out there sometimes even 5 hours. Get your snacks, get your water, be prepared. One of the most prepared people I know, his name is Richie. Every time I go golf with this guy, he has a charger, he has snacks, he has a candy bar. Him and Harrison. I'm golfing with Harrison, and Harrison will pull out Fig Newtons, or he'll pull out like a protein bar, or he'll pull out water, or he'll pull out, like, I'm like, dude, where are you getting this whole buffet of stuff? I'm over here. Only thing I have in my bag are golf balls, tees, and older balls that I use for practicing. I don't have any snacks, any water, anything. In the long run, you'll spend less, and it's better for you. Trust. Just bring water, bring snacks. Like I said before, sunscreen is a must, and I must listen to my own tips. Today I went putting and chipping for 2 hours. I practiced 20 minutes chipping, 20 minutes pitching, 20 minutes out the sand. Then I practiced 20 minutes from 3 feet, 20 minutes distance control from 10 feet, 20 minutes distance control from 20 feet. And I was out there for 2 hours, and I got very, very sunburned. When I got home, my wife took a picture of my neck, and it's super red. Bring sunscreen. I have the sunscreen in my bag. I just don't use it. This is what's going to happen to you when you become addicted to the sport like me. You'll be 2 ethnicities at the same time. I'm Latino, and I am also Latino. We come in all shapes and sizes, bro. Don't be racist. Yes, bring sunscreen. It's a must. Next, bring a towel. A towel. When I first started, I brought like a microfiber towel. Those are cool, but you want to get a caddy towel. I'm a little fancy because I played at some cool places, and I have the Hillcrest Country Club caddy towel, slight flex. And when you go out there, what you want to do is you want to hang it over. I hang it over my alignment sticks. One side is wet, one side is dry. You have to keep your grooves on your clubs clean, because the grooves on the clubs is what's going to allow you to hit it further, and especially the wedges. The grooves on the clubs is going to allow it to spin back and stop. That spin is what you want to generate, especially with your wedges. When you compress the ball, what's happening is the ball is sliding up the face of the club, and those grooves are creating backspin. That backspin allows it to fly through the air smoother. It's called a flighted shot. And when it lands, it'll land, skip, and stop. If you have dirty grooves, wet grooves, muddy grooves, grassy grooves, it's not going to do that. You're just going to hit it. It's flat. It's going to slide up, and the trajectory is going to be like a knuckleball because it's not spinning. It's just, you don't want that. Get a towel, clean your grooves. In that same vein, you might want to get a groove cleaner. John has a company called Careful. You want to get that. Hit him up. The guy is hustling, bro. He is, right now, I currently think the #1 guy when it comes to the groove cleaner. It comes with a solution. You can use that solution to clean your grips, clean your clubs, clean your shoes, clean your hat. The guy is a genius. Go look him up. Go follow him. Careful. Now we're going to move into the mental game and expectations. In the beginning, even as a pro golfer, expect bad shots. They're going to happen. We watch the PGA, at least me. I watch some tournaments, and I'm shocked to see that these pros who are the best, #1, #2, #3, #4, #5, top 10, top 20, top 100 players in the world, they don't hit every fairway, they don't hit every green, and they don't one-putt every hole. They don't hole-in-one every par 3. They don't birdie or eagle or albatross every hole. Sometimes they even get birdie, bogey or double bogey, even triple bogey. They expect the bad shots. It's going to happen. It's part of the game. You're new. You're going to suck. I'm new. I still suck. It's part of the game. Next lesson is you want to adapt a next hole type of mentality. I hit a bad shot. I had a bad hole. I had a bogey, double bogey, triple bogey. I had a quad with a 3-putt. It's a par 3. How did I get a 6? How did I get a 7? I got a snowman. Next hole. Forget about the last hole. It doesn't matter. It's always the next hole. And when you finish at 18, it's the next round. Because if you linger on the bad stuff that's going to happen to you on the course, and if you linger on the bad shots that have already happened to you, you're going to have a bad round. You already lost the round. The round is over. Next hole mentality is what you want to adapt. In the beginning, do not keep score. Don't do it. Don't do it. When I first started playing, my goal was to break 100. I broke 100. My goal was to break 90. I broke 90. My goal currently is to break 80. I sniffed 80 one time, and I got close. I got an 82 one time, and I've gotten 85 a bunch of times. But most times I'm in the 90s. Sometimes I might even shoot 100. In the beginning, the only thing you should be counting is if you're having fun and if you're hitting good shots. The more consistent you get in the beginning, your first 6 months, your first 9 months, your first year, the more consistent you can get at hitting good shots, the rest is going to come. The score is going to go down. You're going to be able to hit more green in regulations. You're going to be able to hit more fairways in regulation. For me, when I first started, I went the opposite way, and I counted everything. And I would look at my round, and I had a really bad round in comparison. I was comparing myself to people who've been playing for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, and I had 0 fairways in regulation, 0 greens in regulation. I only had 2 holes where I 2-putted. I had triple bogeys and quad bogeys and double bogeys and 1 par and 1 birdie, and I shot 113, and it was super discouraging. But me, luckily, this is something I do naturally. The good shots, I was like, yeah, I'm a pro. I'm a beast. I'm going to be really good at this game, because you saw that one shot that I hit on 13. I smoked it. I did a draw with my driver, and it went 280 yards. That's what you want to count in the beginning. Count your contact, count your good shots. Don't count the score. It doesn't matter. You're paying to play, so it doesn't matter. Next lesson I learned is golf is hard. It's even hard for the pros. The people who do this for a living, it's hard for them. Relax. Lower your expectations. Have fun. Get better. You want to really be good at this game? Practice. But also know that golf is hard, and it's okay to suck. It's part of the process. Go back out there, do it again. Golf is hard. Next lesson is something that I do naturally, and that's celebrate the small wins. Celebrate the small wins. I keep these. The first birdie I ever hit was on my second round of golf, and I'm not gonna front and pretend like I did it on purpose. I was playing at Westchester, and I think it was like hole 3 or 4, and I was in the bunker. I was in the greenside bunker, and I hit a shot out the bunker, and it just rolled in. It dribbled in. The first thing I did is I went to TikTok, and I was like, I just hit my first birdie. Oh, celebrate those wins. I haven't hit birdies consistently like that. It wasn't something that I did once and it's going to happen every time I play. There's rounds where I go and I don't hit a birdie. There's rounds that I go and I play and I don't hit a par, right? And the lowest that I've gotten down to is a 12.8 handicap. It happens. It's part of the game. Like the last lesson, golf is hard. But when you're out there, celebrate the small wins. When you hit a good chip, when you hit a good putt, right? My golf coach told me, have a short memory for bad shots and have a long memory for good ones. Celebrate the good things that you've done. We golfers have a tendency to get out there and we're like, oh, next hole, forget everything. Good hole, bad hole, forget, next hole, next hole. Don't do that. The bad ones, cool, move on, next hole. The good shots, stay in it. Celebrate them. It's worth it. Next lesson I learned is do not copy the pros. Don't copy their swings. Those guys have technology out the wazoo. People watching every little angle, every little movement, weight. They're on these meters that count their weight and how much they shifted forward, the angle of the launch and the trajectory of the ball and the downswing. And they have all this technology. Those people are basically robots. And you're over here at your local muni hitting off of 13-year-old mats saying, oh, I'm trying to bend the ball like Rory and it's not drawing like it's supposed to. I'm coming down steep and I'm, bro, chill out. Don't copy the pros. You might want to look at them and see what they're doing habitually when it comes to like course management. Why do they choose those shots? Or what does their practice regimen look like? Or even what do their eating and working out regimens look like? You might want to copy them in that sense, but in their swing and the way they do, everybody's swing is like a fingerprint. It's unique. Your swing and my swing is unique to you. It's unique to me. You might have some pros that you want to emulate, but don't try to copy their every movement. It's not going to work. Trust me. Okay, now this one is one that it really helped me break 90. This is the one that helped me after I broke 100. I was able to break 90 in 80 days. And the reason I was able to break 90 is because of something called course management. And what I did, one of the techniques that I use for course management is I considered everything a par 5. All 18 holes. 18 times 5 is 90. Everything is a par 5. If I score under 5, I'm good. If I score over 5, I got to look at that. And I literally on every hole, I go to 5. If I score a 4, I do a -1. I score a 6, a +1. Score a 7, a +2. Score a 8, a +3. I shoot a par on a par 3, -2. I shoot a birdie on a par 3, -3. And I add that up at the end, add, subtract, and whatever that number is, I take 90 and I either add it to the number where I shoot 92, 93, 94, 95, whatever the case may be, or I subtract it from 90, boom. And I get that number, 85, 88, whatever the case may be. Course management. Understand how far your clubs carry. Understand where you need to place the ball. Understand the tendencies of your swing. If you're a slicer, are you going to go at the ball? At the flag if you're a slicer? Or are you going to aim a little left so that your shot shape goes onto the green according to the way you play the game? Understanding course management, looking up course management tactics and what works for you. I suggest you do that. Honestly, I think is one of the most important parts of the game. And course management separates amateurs from people who really, really want to take the game seriously and get better. You're still going to be an amateur, but you're going to be an amateur who has intentions and plays the game purposefully. I hate this one. I hate this one so much because it attacks my pride. But laying up is sometimes the answer. I played a course called Sandpiper, and I think it was hole 14 or 15. I'm not 100% sure. And the guys that we were with played there before. One of the guys was like, "Yo, you want to hit it here. Keep it a little short because your next shot is going to be over a ridge. So if you hit your first shot too deep, your second shot is going to be a waste because you're going to have to hit it 100 yards to then hit the wedge from that 100 yards over the ridge onto the green, and then you can either 2-putt or 3-putt. And if you play it too long, you're going to end up getting a bogey or double bogey or triple bogey depending on how many putts you do." And I was like, man, what is this guy talking about? So obviously I hit the driver. I smoked the driver. And I was about 70 yards from the edge, the layup point. And then my second shot from over the ridge was something like 240. And I was like, I hit my 3-wood on a good day, 270. So I was counting on hitting it 270. And I was like, I'm going to hit a knockdown 3-wood. I'm going to hit it 250. I had to hit a perfect 250-yard shot over the ridge to hit the side of the bank, roll up onto the green so that I have a 10-foot putt. That's a pro shot. As you can guess, I lost 3 balls in the ridge. I kept just trying to do it. Just kept trying to hit the ball, hit the ball, hit the ball. And all 3 of them, 230, 220, 230, right into the ridge. I had no chance. Sometimes laying up is the answer. It might not be good for your ego, but it's good for your score. Next lesson I learned is anger ruins your round. Anger ruins your round. There's nobody I know that gets more upset and pissy at golf than me. I hit a bad shot. I start moping around. I'm not cursing. I'm not throwing clubs. I'm not, oh, you saw. It's more internal. So I internalize my anger. And whenever I do that, I have a really, really, really bad round. Like a very bad round. I can't shake it. It just seems like the bogeys and the double bogeys just start pouring on. Don't play angry. You're not good enough to get angry. I remind myself this all the time. You're not good enough to get angry. Don't get angry. Just play the game. Just play the game. Whatever happens, happens. The good shots, hold on to those. The bad shots, let it go. Lastly, in this department is have fun, man. You paid to be out there. Go out there and have a good time. It doesn't make sense for you to be all serious and, oh man, I didn't get a birdie. I had an albatross. I had an eagle opportunity and I missed it. Bro, shut up. Relax. Have fun. You paid to be here. You're not competing for millions of dollars. You and I, if you're at a nicer course, paid hundreds of dollars to come and hit this little white or green ball. Don't hate on the green Kirklands. You paid to be here. Nobody asked you to come. Nobody paid you to come. Have fun. It's like the most important rule out of all of them. Most important lesson out of everything is have fun. It's why I keep coming back, because I love it. I'm out there getting sunburned, hitting the ball, holding on to those good shots, forgetting the bad shots, playing with guys who are 100 times better than me and holding my own. It's exciting because you start to see the progress. And the more you have fun, the more good things start to pour in onto you. It's literally like the most important. Go have fun. Okay, so we're coming to the end here. I have about 10 more. I'm going to talk about practice and improvements. And then I'm going to give you the last 2 that are like really near and dear to my heart. So practice and improvement. The range, listen to me. The range is not the course. The range is not the course. You're hitting off of mats, stationary mats. You're taking the same shot over and over and over. When you chunk it, guess what happens? The ball pops up off the ground and you still make good contact. Why? Because this has an angle. Pop, boom, fly, ball fly. You're hitting on the mats. It's not the same thing. So when you go out to play on the course, don't have the expectations of, man, I shot a 68 on the mats, bro. I was crushing it. I did the little TrackMan thing and I played at Spyglass and man, I did such a good job there. I shot 70 at Spyglass. And then I come to this course here at Alondra and I can't break 90. Yeah, that's because Alondra is real life. The mats are different. The range is not the course. Just remember that. Next, one thing that I believe has allowed me to score, better than people who have been playing as long as me is I practice my short game way more than anything else I do. And by my short game, I mean my chipping, my putting, my sand shots, my pitching, my lob shots. I practice my 54, my 58, and my putter every single day. I said it earlier in the video. Today, I did 2 hours of short game practice. 20 minutes chipping. That's taking my pitching wedge, standing on the edge, taking a putting stroke. 20 minutes pitching, meaning I take my lob wedge, I stand 10, 20 feet away from the hole, depending on how far I want to go. And then I just try to hit a low shot that rolls out close to the hole, within 3 feet. And then I practice my sand. I'm in the sand. I practice all angles of the sand. I'm on an angle going up. I'm shooting down. I'm shooting on flat. I'm shooting on wet. I'm shooting on hard. Practicing. And then with my putter, 3 feet for 20 minutes, 10 feet distance control for 20 minutes, and then 20 feet distance control. I'm not trying to make it in, I'm trying to get it close. If it goes in, that's cool. The ones I'm trying to make in are the 3 feet. I'm trying to get automatic from there. The tour pros make 100% of those. Anything 3 feet and closer. As close to 100 as I can get, you hit a lot of those 3-footers. So you want to get that average up. But short game saves lives. Practice your 58, or people love the 60-degree flop shots. 60-degree. In the beginning, I wouldn't practice flop shots. I had a 60-degree and I would practice flop shots. I would blade those balls all the time. The biggest shift for me is I got a high bounce, 58-degree wedge, and I just learn how to swing down, let the club do the work. And what I'm learning right now is how to hit flighted, which is de-lofted wedge shots. It's a work in progress. Pray for me. Next, take lessons early. When you first get started, you have no idea what you're doing. Zero idea what you're doing on the course. Get a lesson. Get a lesson. It saves so much time, it saves so much energy, and it saves so much headache. You're going to go out, you're going to get obsessed after playing one round, and you're going to go to Alondra or Chester, Washington, or Tierra Bajada, or Alhambra if you're in California on this side, on the west side, or you're going to go to Simi Valleys, or you're going to go to whatever course, and you're going to pay $60 to $120 every round. And I'm talking to you, you're going to be a psycho, and you're going to play 3 rounds a week. That's $180 to $375 a week. Multiply that by 4, and let's just be real. You're spending $800 a month on golf. Right, roughly. Let's just say you pay $100, $100, that's $300, $600, that's $1,200. But let's just say you're spending $800 on golf a week. Play half those rounds, put the other $400 to getting lessons, and I promise you, 6 months to a year, you'll be better than all of your friends combined. You'll be shooting way lower scores, and you'll be way happier playing the game of golf. Get lessons early. Don't let those bad habits set in. Don't let those bad habits creep in. Get a lesson and get it out the way. I struggle with this, and I admitted to this before, but I've shot my best rounds doing this. Warm up before you get to the course. And warming up doesn't necessarily always mean hitting balls. Like, you don't have to hit balls at the range. You don't have to spend an extra $20. First of all, I don't know why range balls cost so damn much. But you don't have to spend so much money at the range blasting balls. Or you don't have to chip and putt. Those are great things. Before a round, get in there, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, chipping, putting, get warmed up. Get the bad shots out the way. But what I really mean is stretch. I'm 36. I'm an old man. I get out there, I do some lunges, I do some twists, I get my thoracic spine working, twisting, so that when I hit the ball, I'm not old and I need a breakfast ball. I'm warmed up, I'm nice, I'm ready, and I can count the score perfectly from the tee, from stroke number 1. Warm up. Again, I said this before, putt before you play. One of my favorite things to do. It doesn't require a lot. You also learn the greens. You also know what to expect, especially on that course. Usually they keep the practice greens the same way they keep the greens on the course. Usually you want to pick a straight putt, hit a couple of those straight putts. You want to pick an uphill putt, hit some of those. Downhill putt, hit some of those. Left to right, right to left. Long lags. You want to get out there and do 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes if you can of practicing putting, because when you get onto the course, you want to already understand how your body is feeling, how's the weight of the club feeling today, and you're dialed. And you can shoot 80. You can break 80. You could break 90. Let's dance. Let's dance. Okay, now anybody who's a golf psycho does this already. Record your swing. Get out there. Record your swing, take a couple of hacks. If you're a psycho like me, I have 2 cameras. I do one front, so while I'm swinging, so it could see the front side, and then I do one from behind, so it sees where my hands are going, where's the club dropping, am I too steep, what's my angle of attack, all that craziness. Next, do not bash balls. Practice with intention. Practice with purpose. Pick a target, hit the target. Aim at the target. Whenever you're on the course, you're hitting toward the flag, you're hitting towards the spot, you're hitting away from trouble. Use your visualization, use your mind, and pretend that you're playing that same exact game when you're on the range. Pick a target, hit towards that target. Don't just bash balls. It's a waste of time and money. In the beginning, focus on contact. In the middle, focus on contact. At the end, focus on contact. For me, it's balance, contact, face. Balance, face, contact. Balance, face, contact. BFC. Balance, me, the face. Where is it doing? What is it doing? Is it open? Is it closed? Is it open? Is it closed? And then the contact. Am I thin? Am I hitting on the hosel? Am I hitting on the heel? Am I hitting on the nose? Am I hitting too high? Am I hitting it too low, thinning it? Am I hitting it too far back? Am I too far in front? Focus on contact. That's how you get better. You understand what you're doing, and there's some drills for that. You can put line 3 balls up, and focus on hitting the middle ball. That way you could focus on contact, making contact with the ball. That's a good drill. Focus on contact. Next lesson is patience pays off. All the people that I know that started before me and wanted to get good but quit during the process, I'm better than they are now, and that's not a flex. It's just to let them know that it's not to let them know anything. They can do whatever they want. It's to let you know that patience pays off. This is a really hard game. People spend years and hours and hours and hours and thousands of dollars. It's one of the most expensive games, most expensive sports out there. But patience pays off. Be slow, be deliberate. When you're doing those 20 minutes of chipping, keep that weight on the front foot. Focus on tempo. Follow through. If you're hitting longer wedge shots, are you releasing the club? Are you leaning forward? Are you leaning back? Like, be patient and understand the process. Be diligent. Be meticulous. Patience pays off. And then one of the things that I'm doing now is enjoy the walk. In the beginning, use a golf cart because you're going to hit the ball all over the place. And it sucks when you're walking and you hit your ball 2 fairways over to the right. And walking over in the middle of their round while they're playing and standing there and waiting, thinking about what you're going to do now, and then the next shot you hit another slice and it just goes further up the fairway. Get a golf cart in the beginning. But after you get good and you can make decent enough contact and your ball's not 3 fairways over, it's just 1 fairway over, or you're in the trees or you're a little left, walk. Enjoy the walk. I usually get about 13 to 15,000 steps in when I walk. It's a great workout. Lastly, I saved these 2 for last because I want people to watch the entire video to get here. The last tip is swinging harder doesn't create more power. Swinging harder does not create more power. It doesn't. It introduces more room for mistakes. You might hit the hosel, you might hit the blade, you might keep your face open, you might keep your face too closed, you might swing over the top, you might get stuck back here, you might hurt your back. Tempo. Swinging with tempo. I know that was a tip before, but swinging harder does not mean more distance. You're not hitting it further. And then lastly, my last tip is you want to surround yourself with good people who aren't going to judge what kind of equipment you use, who aren't going to judge your process in learning how to play the game, who's not going to judge whether you're good, you're bad, you new, you've been here forever, you suck, you're amazing. You want to be around people who are life-giving, right? My golf teacher gave me a $2,000 pair of golf clubs. Just gave them to me. But he pours so much into me that it keeps me wanting to come back to the game. You want to be around people that are like that. You want to be around people that are pouring into you, that inspire you to keep coming back. This game is hard. This game is expensive. And sometimes it feels isolating. You feel by yourself while you're in your mind. And you want people that's going to pull you out of that. That are going to help you when you're going through it. not drag you while you're in your process. Golf is an amazing sport, and this is my first year, and I'm happy that I've got obsessed with this sport because I don't think I'm ever not going to play this game. It's a game you can play well into your 80s. I played with people who are 90 years old. But the most important thing for you new golfer right there watching this video, have fun. This game is hard enough. Have fun. Thank you for watching. Boricua Birdies, out.